Okay, good evening everyone. John Moody of Moody Mystery. Good, the echo is gone. Okay, so back to this game, back to Wizardry 5 PC version again. We've got our party back together. Woot woot. What we're going to do now is we are going to, how can I say this nicely? We're going to take the other stuff from the rescue party. Now that does not include armor or weapons, but anything else is fair game. Okay? Okay, so let's do that. First, let's go to the training. I think that's where we go. Leave. Or is it utilities? Change name. Okay, so in order to identify the party better, I'm going to change G sub 1 to just R1. Okay. Change name, so we're going to take TO2 and we're going to rename them R2. Just R2, not R2D2. Okay, and Moody 3, we're going to make that R3. That's going to essentially identify all of the rescue party members. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to the tavern. Okay, so oh, okay. Okay, I forgot we had a party that was out. Okay, so let's camp. Let's see who has the least. Moody. Moody only has 2 items, so okay, so we're going to remove Sparkle. We're going to remove Jimmy. We're going to remove Spore Frog. We're going to remove Cloud Eyes, and we're going to remove DeForte, but this is temporary. We're going to add F, G, H, I, J. Okay, so we're going to add them. Now, I think, honestly, I think before, oh no, we'll just, honestly, I think before we get too far, I think we should at least, before we start looting them, I think we should at least R1, R2, and R3, I think we should at least try to heal them a little bit. This may be a bit tedious, but I'd rather make sure that they are fully healed just in case we ever need them again. Now remember, R1, R2, and R3 were actually subs. They actually substituted for us, so Okay, so we're going to go back up again. And the good thing is, as soon as you go into the maze, they put you right into camp. I know a lot of you say it's intense, but get it, intense. So we're going to inspect 4 again, Dios. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on pumping Dios into R1 until they get. Okay, and now we're going to do, so now we're going to inspect 6. C6 can also cast Dios. So stairs leading up, yep. Adventures in, let's have 4. Okay, so we're going to do the boring thing of casting Dios, but now it's going to be on R2. And now we're going to have the bishop do the same. And even R3 is going to get on some of the action. Okay, so everyone's good. So now what we're going to do, so we're going to leave and we have to go up. Okay, so let's go to the tavern. R2, nope, nothing. R2, yep. R1, nothing. R2, nothing. R3, nothing. R4 we've taken care of. R5. Okay. So nicely done, everyone. Okay. Actually, I have an idea. So let's go to Boltock's trading post. And Moody, you're going to enter. But we're going to pool all the gold. Ooh. Okay, so we pooled all the gold. So let's see. Remove. So we're going to remove 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And we're going to remove 1. Okay, so we removed everyone. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add Sparkle. But we're going to do R6, R7, R8, R9, and Jeff. Okay, so again it looks like R6. Okay, so inspect. 5. So we're gonna dial. So Dialma. Dios. 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 Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna now everyone's healed, so now we're gonna R6. Okay. R6 has nothing, so R7. Okay, just has a bottle of rum, so we're gonna trade with Sparkle. Bottle of rum. Let's see, R8 has a Silver Creek key. Okay, so R9, nothing. Jeff, ooh, Jeff has a lot of stuff. Trade with Sparkle. Okay. So we're gonna get out, and we're, yep, hey Zombie Bobble, yes, happy Friday, thank you. Voltrax Trading Post, Sparkle's gonna enter, and we're gonna pool the gold. Okay, and we're gonna leave, and we're gonna go back to the tavern, and we're gonna remove everyone. Okay. Yes, this is, thank you, Zombie Bobble. This is Wizardry 5. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Hope you, I think you've tuned in for some of my Wizardry 7 hijinks, so. And I'll tell you what, I'd love to get 8. I would really love to get my hands on 8. Okay. Add, so we're going to add A, B, C, D, E, F. That's the original party. Edge of Town Maze. No, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna quit here. Okay, sorry I have to do this. Just letting you know there is an ad break coming up. How I like to run things when there is an ad break. Take a couple minutes to take some time off. Okay, and you see our party is also in the correct order, which is good. Now keep in mind that a few of our characters may be overburdened. For example, Sparkle, yeah. So let's have Sparkle unload a few things. Let's give Jimmy the brass key and the bag of tokens. Trade with whom for? Let's give the thief the Latu Mophis. And let's give thief the Latu Mophis. And we also have a sword that has not been identified. Okay. Okay, ad break should be over, so I want to welcome everyone back. Okay, and sorry, I always want to timestamp them just so I know, make sure that that Twitch is not like robbing me, you know, or like saying, okay, let's see who has. So Moody has, Priest doesn't. Okay, so let's see what this sword is. Yay, short sword. Okay, so what we're gonna do, actually no, what we're gonna do, fine, we're just gonna drop the short sword because they're not gonna give us any money for it anyway. It's not worth it. And one thing you always want to do is you want to save early and you want to save often. Now, one thing I'm going to let you in on, I'm not super happy with the level of the party. That being said, okay, so I always like to Calfo, Lapis Spine, Inspect Thief, Lapis Spine, good. Lapis Spine, that's poison, which is not a big deal in Wizardry 1 through 5 because in Wizardry, well, except in Wizardry 4, but that's a whole nother ball of wax. But in Wizardry 1, 2, 3, and 5, if you get poisoned, you can exit the castle and the poison is automatically cured. Okay, a wandering group of trolls. Looks like we're being trolled here. I don't know if I can keep control. We're going to fight them because our party is evil. Notice that for the class it says E-FIG. That means we have an evil fighter. You know, or we got evil. Evil! Evil! As Mermaid Man would say. Okay, this is going to get us some more gold. Good, 16. And that's one thing, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get gold. We're trying to slowly get experience, but more importantly, we're grinding for gold. And again, most of the monsters on this level are not going to be a major problem. Okay, so Calfo. Now what Calfo does is it tells you with about 95% certainty what the trap is on the chest. And Priest can cast it. It's a level 2 spell, so Jimmy can certainly cast it. It's a trapless chest. Let's see if the thief agrees. Trapless chest. Now again, I'm going to still type in Lapis Spine, or I like to also type in Jack's Sling because that's the two most common traps on this level. Now, wandering monsters are good, even if sometimes we do call them an annoyance, because now one thing we can do, you see we also get an encounter here, so I'm going to fight leech lizards. Okay, good. I think that's all the leech lizards. Okay, again, Calfo 3. Yep, inspect 4. So disarm for Jack's Sling. Chest was not trapped, which is a good thing. 18 gold. Occasionally you will get a weapon or a piece of armor. It does not happen that often on this high level, though. Okay, now we have to be careful of bandits because bandits will steal from us. Let's see, can we cast Mahalito? Oh, yes we can. And the thing about bandits is they can steal stuff. Ooh, I like the gold. And I also like the fact that we didn't have to battle chest to get the gold. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to return to the castle because I want to be back in the castle again. Okay, so it looks like more gold. Okay. Okay, so let's see how everyone's doing on XP. Do you see that? 23 freaking hit points. Eat woot woot, woot woot, do the hit point dance. Woot woot, woot woot, do the hit point dance. I like that. And I just want to know, I hope everyone can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. According to my Twitch, you should be able to hear me, so... Okay, so that's Moody. So let's get Sparkle to stay. Okay, I remember, I think Moody and Sparkle didn't quite level up at the same time. So Jimmy, let's see how Jimmy's doing. Jimmy needs 80. Jimmy's like... Spore Frog's a good bit of ways. Cloud Eye is a good bit of ways. Forte's getting there, okay? Now what I'm going to do for Jimmy, I'm actually just going to go down just a little bit. And again, you always, every time you go into the maze, you always want to save at the very beginning. Because you never know when things are going to freeze up. You know, you don't know what's going to, you know, you never know. There could be a power outage. Some careless person could drive a car and drive it into like a power line or like a utility pole or something. Okay, so Calfo 3, Jack Sling. So guess what? It's probably a Jack Sling. Disarm the trap. 18 gold. We're slowly getting there. Okay, we surprised the monsters, so let's do fight, 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 fight. Now you notice there's no option here for spell, and that's because in a surprise round, in the PC version, you cannot cast a spell. Now, I think in the Apple II version, you can cast a spell in the surprise round. That applies for both characters and monsters. Feel free, if Bass Jack were here, I'm sure Bass Jack would probably talk about his experiences with that. Especially if, let's say, you run into like 5 level 10 wizards and they all decide to cast like Madalto. If you got 5 level 10 mages that have surprised you in the Apple II version, what I would probably do is I would probably start thinking about that rescue party. You know, what's going to be the composition of the rescue party? Now I do have a question. So that's the next question. 100% Rangers, would they be Rescue Rangers? I think that was a Disney show a while back, so... Anyway, we've got one black fly, so this is basically Child's Play. Oh, we did not even get any... Ooh, good, Lady Stingers. And again, Wandering Monsters, which are good. Hello, good evening, Wolfsight CDN. Hope you're doing great. I don't know, Wolfsight. For some reason, I have a feeling that you have this time blocked off. So you're like, okay, the Forte usually starts at about 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Moody usually starts about 8 p.m. Eastern. So, and honestly, that's great. You know, I'm glad. Oh boy. Ugh. I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not nothing that you can't be fixed. Because I'd hate to have you put in all that effort for your run and have it end up on due to like an issue. I just hope it's not too bad. Feel free to share it in chat. Unfortunately, I'm probably not much of an expert on like the nuts and bolts. Ooh, Figby Fist. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Oh. Wolf's Eye, let's see. Ooh. I'm leaving this alone. Well, Wolfsight, the first thing that you need to do is you need to cure disease. You know, because what's happening is as long as you are diseased, those other issues are going to be very tough to get rid of. And the tricky part is, wow. Oh boy. You're probably going to need to get more cure disease, you know. The other ailments won't wear off. Well, honestly, and this actually happened in my when I was doing the Wizardry 6 DeForte mod and the Wizardry 7 engine. It took forever to get rid of, I think, one of the ailments. It was like I don't know how many times I cast a spell. I don't know how many potions I used. I mean, I'm not sure if it was insanity, but I cast Sane Mind I don't know how many times. Level 7, and it just won't work. So it could be that you've just your insanity. And that's up to you. You know, if you want to, what I usually do is I usually try to do like a temp file, like a temporary file where, you know, kind of, you know, do that, and then maybe, you know, maybe over time, maybe you'll be able to get rid of those. I don't know if you've killed the Magnadane yet, but if you have, there's a fountain that restores mana, so. But let me know how it works out. I'm hoping it works out well. Welcome, Tim. I hope you're doing great. I'm actually doing well. Yesterday I had I think yesterday was like I had 8.3 hype, so 4th floor, that's still not too bad, but I'm trying to remember what the oh 5th floor, oh boy, yeah, 5th floor was not fun. Okay, Adventures Inn, let's see. I think it was Jimmy that's ready to advance. You lost IQ. Ugh, that sucks. That being said, unlike Wizardry 1, 2, and 3, where it's very likely your stats will go down, in Wizardry 5, at least this version, it's much less likely. It can still happen though. Jimmy learned new spells, and I don't think anyone else can advance, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's see what spells Jimmy learned. Okay, Jimmy. So we're going to read Priest Spell Book. Okay, Latu Mapik identifies the monsters. Lomwilla. That's a better light spell. Hakanido, I'm not sure. I think that drains higher magic spells from like monsters. Bamatu, I'm not sure. I think that's an armor spell, but I'm not sure, and I haven't looked it up yet. So okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so let's go down. Edge of town, let's go into the Amazing Maze. Inspect. Number 3, we're going to do a Dios because we're going to heal Moody. Sparkle needs some healing. Jimmy needs lots of healing. Okay. Let's see. Good. Everyone's at full strength. So we're going to head up the stairs. We're going to have the priest and the bishop naps. And DeForte, let's have you get a nap too. Okay, Forte is starting to get a little close on the level up, so that's a good thing. Yeah. But Wolfside, I'm just going to let you know that that the symbols for nausea and disease are very similar. So that's the one thing I did not like about it. So and I know there's a certain monster I know that does have the capability of disease. So okay, 2 slimes. This is going to be minimal XP. But again, I'm grinding more for money. Again, Calfo, Trapless, Inspect, Trapless, Disarm. We're still going to disarm a Jack Sling because all it says is the chest was not trapped. Okay, so we got some flying creatures, got some wandering monsters, which is good. Okay, so this is south. Yay, we surprised the monsters! Woohoo! It's like, surprise! Calfo. 3. Trapless chest, inspect 4. Yep, chest was not trapped, just as I... Ooh! DeForte found a sword. So what that means is when we go back to town, we're going to have to... Well, we don't have... Oh, boy. Ghostly figures are not to be trifled with because they can paralyze you, which is not a good thing, okay? So let's hope we don't get paralyzed. So we're going to have our Cloud Eyes cast a Badile. What? We're going to have our Mage cast a Mahalito. Yes, it may be overkill, but... Okay. Now, the only drawback to the PC version of Wizardry is that if you get... if you cast a spell and you don't need it, it still goes away. Now, there is an updated version of Wizardry 1, and I forget who put it out, but that's not the case. If let's say you want to cast a spell, and let's say melee takes care of everyone, then you don't get I don't think you cast the spell, if I remember. Ooh, vapor coil. No. Nothing against vapor coil. That's probably not it, but still. Okay, good luck. Good deal. Good way to go, Wolf Sight. Way to go. Ad break is coming up, so just letting y'all know. Oh yay, green slimes. We've got another wandering monster fight. More wandering monsters, okay. Now again, normally I'd be like not liking it, but again, my goal here is getting gold. You know, and getting XP, so I don't mind it. Ooh, ouch. Tell you what, Wolfslight, you've been having a little bit of tough luck recently. Hope it turns around. Okay. What? No, I can't believe it. No one got damaged. Okay, Forte only needs 550. Sorry I was gone for a little longer than expected. I just wanted to get. I have a fairly big pinball tournament tomorrow, and the only ticket I could get was the morning session, which they have starting at 9 a.m. I'm about an hour and a half away, so I'll probably be leaving here. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, so I'll probably be leaving here about 6:45. 6:45 just in case. Just in case things happen. Okay. And I'm watching ads on TV, so yay. They have sports. They have some sports on. I think no college football tonight. They do have basketball, which I'm not the biggest fan of. So I'm actually watching diners, drive-ins, and dives. Yay! We surprised the monsters. So here we go. Ah. Okay, Calfo 3, Jack Sling. Now, if it's like Lapis Spine or Jack Sling, I'm pretty good. But if it's something like Astral Cube or whatnot, I usually run, don't walk, because it's not likely that it would be. But what if it is? What if it does happen to be an Astral Cube? You know. Yep, Jack Sling, so. Okay, 23 gold. So. Okay, so that's that room. So we got 2 more places to look. Oh, okay, we surprised them. Good, good, good. I like it. So don't be surprised if I don't stay up too late tonight. You know, because I do want to at least get up not only early but refreshed, because it's probably going to be a long day. Creeping things, I can live with that. Okay, I always Calfo first, because the reason being is because Calfo does not set off the trap. It inspects it. Now, if I inspect it, there is a chance that the trap could be set off. So Calfo said Lapis Spine, inspection said trapless. So I'm going to go with Lapis Spine. Oh, it wasn't trapped. Now remember, the Calfo does have a 95% chance of working, of correctly identifying it. But remember, it's like playing D&D. You can always roll a 1 on a 20-sided die. Okay. So we're going to go back down, because we have some healing we have to do. Now you see our Bishop Cloud Eyes does not have any second level spells. Once Cloud Eyes gets the Calfo spell, then they can also cast it. Because I think it only lets you cast it once, and then it says you know, you're going to get the same thing. And the thief, it only gets you one chance, because then if you inspect it a second time, it'll say, you already looked. Okay, so DeForte has a sword, so we're going to trade it with our our bishop. Bishops can identify items. So let's see what the sword is. Now, keep in mind, there is the possibility that see, what a bishop does is they kind of like concentrate, put their hands over it. Now, in concentrating, they may accidentally touch it. If they touch it, it usually makes them afraid. Okay, short sword. Let's head on up. Let's have the bishop go to Boltock's trading post and sell our... Notice how much Boltock's giving us for our short sword. Nothing. So what that means is when we go back into the dungeon, or the maze, no, this is... So we're gonna drop the short sword. I mean, we don't need it anymore. All it's doing is it's clogging up an inventory space, because I want to because what I want to do for this semester I want to get an A in inventory management. Okay, one tip I want to give you is try not to go through the messages too quickly, because sometimes you will get a key message, like it'll say you surprised the monsters surprised you, you know. The monsters have cookies. Sorry, Wolfside, I have to do this. If anyone's for those of you that are probably fairly young, just look up, Google or Yahoo Sesame Street. You'll understand what is meant by Cookie Monster. Although most of you probably know Cookie Monster is anyway, because I've seen Cookie Monster on other ads. Okay. Calfo, 3. Okay, they both, and see, the thing is, usually if they agree, I'm probably going to go for. I'm probably gonna disarm it. Oh boy. Okay, Cloud Eye. Ooh, we got another sword. I finally get my head in which Cookie Monster's in a rehab. Oh boy. It's like, is that the best the cartoons can come up with? Well, we can't come up with our original material, so we're going to, let's see, who should we parody? Oh, we haven't done the parodied the Cookie Monster yet. Let's parody the Cookie Monster. I mean, and heck, like Willy Wonka, I think Willy Wonka has actually been parodied on 2 cartoons, and I wouldn't be surprised if The Simpsons is a third because, you know, but I do know that they made fun of Willy Wonka on, I think on Family Guy and Futurama. Tom and Jerry did an entire movie based on Willy Wonka. Oh, I'll have to see that. I'll have to see that or find it. If I can't see it on TV, it's probably on YouTube or something along those lines. But I just want to welcome on in. I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their Friday to watch some cool Wizardry 5 and maybe some moody humor. Let's see, Adventures, and I remember D Forte was getting close. 220. Let's see if anyone else is getting close. Okay, DeForte is the only one that's really close. My Sparkle is down a hit point, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm not going to worry, you know, 1 hit point is not going to break the bank. But I think on this, if we can get all of our encounters, I think on this one this is going to get to Forte leveled up. Okay. Calfo 3, Trap List, Inspect 4, Trap List again. We're going to do Jack Sling. Now I usually used to do Lapis Spine, but the thing is with Lapis Spine is I'm close enough to the entrance where I can easily go back. Yep, chest was not trapped. Okay, looks like we got Wandering Monsters here again, which we surprised and took out 4 out of 5. Ooh, okay. So it's a ghostly figure, but notice it said we surprised the monsters. So there's a good chance that we could take out this ghostly figure this round with five characters doing melee. Okay, 2. Are you kidding me? Really? Really, party? After that display, I just want to send him back and be like, no, rescue party, you're up. I mean, seriously. I mean, we surprised them in a surprise round. You expect to have a little bit of an advantage, and we could not even hit once. Okay, Moody, end your rant. And we're gonna do Mahalito. Okay, Calfo, we're gonna so now you notice that Sparkle got paralyzed, so Sparkle is now last in the party. Okay, so that means that Jimmy's gonna cast Calfo. So now that means that our priest is now the second character, and our thief is the third character. Okay, Jimmy found armor. Okay, now, fortunately, now see, if the priest had gotten paralyzed, we'd be in some trouble. Because the priest can cast the Dialco, which removes paralysis. Now, we'd be in not a lot of trouble here because someone has a potion that can at least do that. But here, we can at least do that. Okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to reorder because we want Moody, Sparkle. Okay, so that's the order that we had them in. Okay, now usually what I like to do after a momentous event like that, I usually like to save. Okay, so we've got slimes again. The only monster that worries me in the area where we are the ice phantoms. Okay, got some green slimes here. Sorry if I'm doing a lot of commentary, but I like it. Let's see, Calfo, Lapis Spine, Lapis Spine. Ooh, that's the first time we've got that message. Now, it's a good and bad message. It's bad because you didn't disarm it, but it's good because that is you've got the trap correct. See, if it's wrong, like if let's say it's Jack Sling and you type in Lapis Spine, it'll say, oops, Jack Sling. And by the way, spelling counts. Ah, good. More wandering monsters, which is a good thing because that means that we get, we don't have to worry about a chest. We get some XP, we get some gold. Now, one thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to save it even more often, because sometimes when you enter the dungeon, the game freezes. And I guess that's stupid copy protection. Okay, so let's first take care of De Forte. Okay, now De Forte did not increase in any attributes, which would have been nice. But De Forte did learn new spells, but De Forte only gained 3 hit points. I was hoping for more. And so let's inspect De Forte. Let's read mage spells. I think Core 2 either dispels or sets up a field. Callific, I don't know what that does, and I'm not gonna. You know, maybe what I need to do is maybe just print out a list of spells so I at least have them available. Or I have a better idea. Put them in a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets, so. Okay. Okay, so we're going to camp. Okay, now, so we're going to look at everyone. Let's see, who has... Okay, so Jimmy has armor, so let's trade it to Cloud Eyes. Okay, so Cloud Eyes for the first time has 2 unknown items, S-Word and Armor. Ooh, chainmail, ooh la la. Okay, so let's see. Wait a minute. Wait, you mean bishops can use chainmail? You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. Well, let's put the bishop in chainmail. Why not? Yeah, why not? You know, if bishops... See, that gives the bishop a slightly better armor class, which is not a bad thing, because if you look at the bishop, you see that they're a little bit on the low hit point side. Now, as far as the mage, I don't think I think there's only 1 or 2 pieces of equipment that mage can use that will help with armor class. But that was in Wizardry 1. Wizardry 5 may have some more cool stuff. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up again. Now you see the Forte needs a decent number of XP because how this works is as you progress up in levels, you progressively need more and more XP per level. I think it maxes out at level 12 or 13 where it just gets the same. Now one Wizardry, I think Wizardry 8 is not like that. So if you want to get to level 50 in Wizardry 8, you need like I think 3 or 4 million XP. Which is just cray-cray. Okay, ad break coming up soon, so y'all know what to do with the ad break. Or during the ad break, you know, yep. Okay, good. We surprised the creeping things, so let's go to town. Okay. So pinball tournament tomorrow is in Indianapolis. So let's see, Calfo. So that probably do a few other things while I'm in Indianapolis. They've got some excellent sub shops that I like to go to. It's going to depend on the schedule where I go. You know, because there's like morning qualifying. Ooh, 5 dark figures. Good. Now, when you have more monsters in a group, especially like dark... Okay, ad break is over, so I want to welcome everyone back. So what I was going to say is you have 5 dark figures, which I remember are a bit on the tougher side. They're not trivial. And you have a fair number of them. So, therefore it actually helps to cast like a group damage spell, because unlike Wizardry 6 and 7, which depends on the power level, like if you do a low power level spell in Wizardry 6, you may only, if let's say you have a group of 7 monsters, you may only affect 5 of them. However, in this game, if you do, let's say, a Mahalito, it affects all the monsters, even if you've got 9 of them. I don't think I've ever seen 9 monsters here, but okay. And I'm not as much as I like creatures fleeing, I'm not a fan of it because that cuts down on the XP. Oh, I thought they were tough. I thought they were tougher. Apparently they're not. Interesting. Oh yay, monsters surprised us. Now, it's funny, on a couple of occasions I've had monsters surprise us, and a group of 2 surprises, and both of them decided to flee. I'm going to do Lapis Spine since we're somewhat far away from the entrance. We're fighting. Now, in case you're wondering, you think my party being evil is terrible. All evil means, is that if you see wandering monsters, you always fight them. Good parties always leave them alone. Now there is neutral parties, they whatever, Now there is a chance if, let's say, you're evil and you let a monster group go, there is a chance that one of the evil characters may turn good. Now that's not a good thing, because once the party separates, good characters and evil characters will not be in the same party. Now there are ways around it. There are actually, workarounds, but what I usually like to do is keep the party together and just, like if, let's say, I have 5 evil and 1 good, we go to the wandering monsters and we just, fight all of them until they, keep fighting until we get until they'll eventually turn good. Okay, stairs leading up. Let's see. I'm just seeing if I got anything else. No, I did not. Okay. Let's check everyone. Slowly but surely, Moody's getting there. Spore Frog. You're getting starting to get closer. Cloud Eyes, you're getting close. DeForte, you recently leveled up, so you're probably not there yet. Okay. Oh, cute. That's my phone dinging. Usually when my phone dings, that means there's whatchamacallit. Like usually a notification, or probably got something from Gmail or whatnot. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to heal everyone up. Yeah, and I always like to heal everyone up completely. Right now, some of you may ask about, am I going to go down to level 2? I don't think I'm quite ready yet. I do have the necessary materials if I want to go visit the Hercule Beast. Now you notice here that 2 of our black flies ran away. So that's not good because it does cut into our experience. But it does also help because one thing is, even if, let's say, the gold is not affected. Okay. So in other words, you'll still get the same amount of gold, I'm pretty sure of it. Which is a good thing because we are also grinding for gold. Okay, now sorry, it's like my heat is about to come on. So if you hear weird noise in the background, that's what it is. Calfo, inspect. They're both jack slings, disarm. I also have a few other things to do in Indianapolis. One thing I do want to do is I bought a piece of furniture from IKEA a while back, and it's possible that it may be under a recall. And so I need to at least open it up and check to see if it is. If it is under recall, then I'm going to see if I can't get my money back. It's not a huge amount, but remember, every little bit helps. Okay, Spore Frog looks like it's down a hit point. I'm not too worried about that, so we're just going to... And of course, probably gonna work out. I have a Planet Fitness black card, so I can work out at any Planet Fitness. Okay, good. Now, magicians are spellcasters, but you notice that we surprise the monsters. Now, that means we can't cast spells, but we have a chance to you-know-what. So we have a chance to basically take out the magicians. Okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance at... Okay, good. Now, my concern was that maybe the magician would get off a spell, but I decided I'm going to take that chance. And I got lucky. Now, magicians, they're pretty low level, so they can... The only thing they could probably cast is Halito and Catino. Catino's the worst of the two because it is a sleep spell. Yes, I know what I'm doing is not very exciting, but that's the one bad thing about some of these a lot of the Wizardry games. They're very heavily on grinding. It's like, you know, if you want to, you know, if you really want to get ahead, you really have to, you know, you really have to do grinding. We're going to do Lapis Spine here. Nope, just as I figured, it wasn't trapped. So far we've only gotten one piece of armor that has been useful, and that was the chainmail. Okay, yay, we surprised the monsters, and again, because they are wandering monsters, and again, you always want to save early, save often. I don't know if you were paying attention in chat, but Wolfside CDN talked about ran into some unexpected trouble and was like, wait a minute, I didn't save that often. And yes, I've been burned a couple times in Ultima 7. The first one where I didn't save and the game froze. Like, crap, that's like an hour plus down the drain. Okay. Okay, now right now we have about 9,000 gold. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm just going to go through all the things that the trading post sells. And their cost. So let's have DeForte buy. Now you notice that most of the things they're going to say useless. So like mages, dagger, staff, that's about all they can use. And C in parentheses means close range. You know, they can't they can wear robes, yippee-ki-yay. Okay, so you see that there's a heater shield, which is better than a target shield. Thing of leather sallet, I think that's a helmet of some type. Short sword +1, that's not a bad thing to have. There's also a halberd. Light crossbow, that may not be bad to get for the thief. Because I think the thief can use a light crossbow. Heater +1's not bad. Crested Shield, I'm not sure what that is. Iron Gloves, that'll help. Okay. Now, you notice that we have a Sword of Fire and Soul Stealer. I'd have to look those up. Something tells me the Soul Stealer is cursed. But again, it's out of our price range. Battle Axe +2, Axe of Death, Sacred Basher. Faust Halberd, Silver Hammer. Now see, the thing I really want is the Mage's U-bow and the Heavy Crossbow. Those would be great to have. Plate Mail +2 would not be bad. And notice that I can wear a Cone of Fire. That being said, I think the Cone of Fire is cursed. So there's Scarlet Robes, Emerald Robes. I have to look at what they are. Ooh. Oh, Wizard's Cap. Good. And notice that we've got some pretty kick-butt stuff here. Sylvian Bow, Muramasa Katana. I think that only Samurai can use that. Ooh, Gold Plate +5. Nice. Ring of Mahdi, that's good because that can cast Total Heal. Onks, I think they boost your ability. We've got some scrolls. Scrolls are good because you can use scrolls in a surprise round. So like Scroll of Fire, if it casts like a Halito, you can use that. Okay, so that's it. So there's what I'm saying is there's lots of, and the reason there's lots of stuff is because I've played this several times before, and so a lot of times what they do is they sorry, they don't replenish the materials. So let's go back and let's do our thing again. Now, by the way, if we really wanted to take a chance, we could, and wanted to level up some characters quickly, we could take a limited number of characters. We could only maybe take like 1, 2, or 3 characters in. Or a party of 4 or 5. I know we did a party of 5 a lot of times when we were doing the rescue missions. That being said, a party of 1, yes, is very enterprising. What happens if you get paralyzed, though? You get paralyzed, your other 5 are gonna have to, go rescue them. This is strange. Usually one of them. Now I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna do a Mahalito on the second group just so in case any of them decide to run. So that way we maximize our XP. What do you think we're going to do? Calfo and Inspect. So Lapis Spine. Tell you, well, no, don't say anything, Moody. Don't say anything. You know what's going to happen. You say something, and then all of a sudden, it turns against you. We're gonna do the jack sling. Nope, chest wasn't trapped. Yay! Okay, so now we're gonna go to our other monster spawning spot, which doesn't always spawn, but here it does. I don't know if I had told you this, but I do want to share an experience I've had in a retail store. Maybe this is a bit of a rant. But I actually was looking. I needed some protein powder, so I kind of looked around. You know, and of course I went to my usual GNC because I like their Pro Performance line. You know, I walk in. I see an associate behind the counter. I'm like, okay. I didn't recognize them because I've usually dealt with Kyle, who manages the place. This associate, I don't know their name. I walked in. They were playing on their phone. Jack Sling, sorry, I like to tell stories. They were playing on their phone. I actually walked by them, and I actually walked a little bit past them. And I don't even know what they said, but it was like, huh? I mean, that's what it sounded like, huh? And people want 15 an hour? I mean, if that's how, okay, fight. If that's how you're going to greet a customer, I'm sorry. You know, I mean, I basically decided that I'm not going to spend any money today. You know, and then after I said, huh, I went back to his phone, went back to the phone. You know, now maybe he knew I was like familiar, but still, no, you know. You know, you don't just like, you know. You know, you don't do that, or what you don't do is you don't like, no, we're not gonna move up. We're actually gonna camp, because we need to, okay, I'm gonna get back on my, story in a little bit. Okay. But yeah, it's, you know, even if I go to like a McDonald's counter, I at least expect, I'm not going to necessarily expect the best outstanding service, but at least greet me. You know, I know it sounds rehearsed. Say, man, please take your order. You know, and be, you know, and be professional. Don't be like someone who's like on cash register and you're or what you're doing is you're at the front desk, but you're talking like you're talking to all of your friends who decide to come in. Whoa, Cloud Eye is down to 425. And I'm guilty of that because I'm going off topic. Going off topic a little bit, but when you're doing a grinding stream where it's like I'm doing the same thing over and over, you know, having a little bit of commentary helps. Okay, let me inform you of the ad break. Ad break is coming up. I know some of you are probably saying, well, he's talking about ad break starting. You know, I'm just keeping you informed, just letting you know, hey, ads are coming up. You know, so if you're like, if let's say you have to go to the bathroom and you're holding it, and they're say ad break coming up, you know, hey, if I can hold it for 2 more minutes, I can go. I'm still debating about using that as a channel point redeem, like someone redeems bathroom. What I do, I pause for 2 minutes so they can go to the bathroom. I'm not sure on that. Okay, so, but yeah, you know, deliver, and also make sure the food is, you know, try to make sure the food's right, you know. Because I think the last time I went to a place, you know, I'm not a fan of pickle spears, okay? Nothing against pickle spears, I'm not a fan of them. Okay, we've got 2 slimes here. Yep, ad break. My book, my pens, these things which I probably won't need. I don't need these. I may need these though. Yeah, probably need these, and let's put them in. Okay, I'm just gonna put that here. So we'll put these here. Well. You know. Okay. Okay, just letting you know, stream will end approximately 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's kind of my way letting you know, hey, it's about over. And then you can decide. And then from there, I usually like to raid someone, so you can either stick around for the raid. Right now I'm looking though. It seems like I almost always raid the same people though, but maybe I need to branch out more. Okay, let's see. We're going after some slimes here, and I think our bishop is getting close to a level up. So I think bishop needed 425. But yeah, at least if you're working that type of job position, yeah, you should be polite. Now, granted, I mean, I'm just saying if a customer is mean, obnoxious, trying to commit fraud, etc., then this is just my opinion. I think that you should there should be a way to say, not even diffuse the situation, to deal with it and say out. And let's just say if I find that corporate does not have, or the manager does not have a spine, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if I decide I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to add. I've got Facebook, YouTube, got Twitch, Instagram, and I'm not afraid to use it. Calfo! Inspect. Yep, Jack Sling. You know what I was about to say? So far we have been lucky on not triggering any traps. I was just about to say that, and look what happened. We triggered a trap. Good. Oh boy. And that can sometimes happen. You can trigger a trap. Let's look at how much damage it did. See, fortunately, Spore Frog only took 3 damage, or Thief. And that's what a Jack Sling does. It's kind of like throws out, it only affects the person disarming the trap, and it causes a small amount of damage. Fortunately. And I'm just going to say, because I do want to wake up in time tomorrow, unless there's a really good size raid, I'm probably just going to, I'm just going to probably, after I'm not going to extend it. I just want to keep you all in the loop. But again, keep in mind that there likely will be a raid afterwards. And I do see 2 potential raid targets. Let's check Cloud Eyes. We're down to 372, so Ooh, Spore Frog's getting close, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen tonight, but we may have I'm pretty sure the bishop's going to level up, unless things go really wonky. Or we get a lot of wimpy monsters or monsters that fly away. Okay, Jack Sling. And by the way, the trap can even be triggered if you inspect it. So even if the thief inspects it, there's always that possibility that that the trap is triggered. Good. Ooh, great. 4 ugly humanoids. Oh, let's use Mahalito on these. I don't know how tough these are. Oh, they're not that tough. And again, we're going to do Lapis Spine. Of course, Chess was not trapped. Okay, so nothing there. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to check the bishop. 191, so we're getting closer. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if those of you that watched the last time, but the last couple times I had some really bad issues with being disconnected and Twitch trying to reconnect. And of course I did fix the problem, so that's a good thing. So I'm glad I took care of that problem. $121. So it looks like we have a Lapis Spine. Ah! Oops. Spore Frog is poisoned. Great. Now what we do when... Okay, I'm gonna send some healing towards Spore Frog, because Spore Frog is poison. Now, if we wanted, we could use a Latumofus, but you notice that going back to town automatically heals the poison. I mean, or yeah, going back to leaving the castle automatically heals the poison, so okay, so right now what we're doing is I'm kind of going in quick mode here. No. Rainbow Ray, I am out of there. What a Rainbow Ray is, it's it affects different each of the characters with different possible maladies or maladies, including things like petrification, paralysis, afraid, dead, and who knows what else. So that's why in the Rainbow Ray. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Now, one thing, whenever you save the game, you always end up facing north. So you can actually use that to your advantage. Okay, so we're not worried too much that our party's a little bit dinged up. But what I want to do is see... Okay, that is about as good of a level up as you can get. Learn new spells, check. Gained IQ, piety, agility, and luck. I think the only reason we did not gain vitality is because we already have an 18 in vitality. Gained 6 hit points, that's good. So Gilgamesh's Tavern, let's go. Let's see what Cloud Eyes, yeah, vitality 18. Okay, it looks like nothing really changed too much. I'm going to read the mage spells. They have my Lido, which is good. Good, they finally got Badios. And I'm going to do this. I used to say please stick around for the raid, but that's kind of saying, hey, you know, do so. So I'm trying to use a little bit softer language. I'm trying to say, hey, feel free to stick around for the raid. In other words, if you have to split, you have to split. You know, but and that's fine. I'm just saying if you want. And I usually try to pick out a raid target and let you know. Maybe I'm being too transparent, but if I'm being too transparent, let me know and I'll, you know. Because I'll be honest with you, probably most of you probably know most of my raid targets. You know, it's Lapis Spine, Lapis Spine, Lapis Spine, Disarm the Trap. Oh. Okay, we got some lady stingers. Seriously? Okay, Calfo. Inspect. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're running. Nothing against magnetics, but if I remember, that does some pretty weird stuff. I haven't been back here in a while, so I thought I'd go back here. Ooh, hey, we got ourselves a couple encounters, which I like because, especially random encounters, because, oh, not wow. Ooh. Okay, what I am going to do is I am going to check out, I'm going to look at one of the raid targets. Okay. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Fight, parry. Okay, Calfo 3, Inspect 4, Disarm 4, Lapis Spine. We're pretty far. Chest was not trapped. Good, 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 good. 2 ugly humanoids. Hopefully this will be another random encounter. Yes, indeed. Okay. Just saying, this is it. Once we exit the maze and check check to see if we have a level up, that's going to be it. And okay, right now that's our raid target, so I don't know. I'm trying to debate if I should maybe broadcast the raid target, yay or nay. But, well, everyone else does anyway, because they'll say, okay, adventurers in 1168, 1087, 2053, we're getting up there. Spore Frog only needs 122. Well, I'm sorry, but we're saving that. As much as some of you would love to see, you know, would love to see me eclipse that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the maze, and I'm going to save it. Okay, and okay. So thanks for watching, and we're going to send you now over to Camilio RGJ. RGJ. Okay. Well, I'm not sure when I'm going to be streaming next. I hope it's either going to be Sunday or Monday. So have a great night, everyone.
Hey, Moody. How about Max? Crazy. Fuck.